What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? How y'all doing? It's Lokes44 from the Hard Hitters Movement coming up in here for Star Stuff. Shout out. Um, just wanted to let everybody know what's going on with the page, what's going on Facebook, what's going on with us trying to get this thing cracking through YouTube. We are having difficulties getting the YouTube page to work only because YouTube kind of racist. Sorry. I guess we have to have a webcam. So I mean, all we have is the phone right now. And if we want to use the phone, then you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. So my boy Zoe, shout out Zoe. He's the one that really is trying to get everything together. He's updating his software. He is, making sure that we could try and maybe get a webcam, try and get stuff up and running the way that it's supposed to run. But until then, we're just gonna do it like this. Zoe will be here. He's my partner, and until everything's looking straight, we just gonna run. Okay. So, with that being said, we're gonna jump into like a little quick review of what I've thought of about free agency so far, and then we'll get into a little bit of Dak. Don't want to get too much into it because, in all reality, we shouldn't be in another man's pockets. That's just my opinion. So free agency, we picked up Clinton Dix, safety. He played for the Bears last year. We are in desperate need of a safety with, Jeff Heath going over to the Raiders. I like I don't love him, but if he can give Xavier Woods a nice push in the butt, get him on his toes a little bit more, because I love Xavier Woods. I've been cheering for him since we drafted him. I really like the way he hits. He's a very hard hitter, but, he does miss assignments. I love Xavier Woods. I love as a backup. Don't like him as the starter, but if he proves himself, then he proves himself. Then we got a nice kicker competition that we have been needing for a long ass time, and Kai Forbath and Greg Zuerlein that came over from the Rams. Now remember, Greg Zuerlein is going to be playing for his old coach John Fassel, and Kai Forbath, he did good for us at the end of the year when we finally decided to get rid of Maher. Man, garbage. But when we got rid of Maher, Kai Forbath came in. He did a good job towards the end of the year. And then we got, this is letting me know that we are changing. You are going to see multiple looks from our defense. Dontari Poe and Gerald McCoy. I love those signings. Those signings right there are solid. They are letting you know that they want to be beefy in the middle of that offensive line. Don't leave out Woods, man. Woods is a gangster, man. He's just, man, in every sense of the word, he a gangster. I could see all three of them like dominating that front. We got Maurice Canady from he played with the Ravens last year. He didn't get that many snaps, but with the snaps that he did get, he was productive with those snaps. It's not like he got beat or he got burned. Or I really think that that's going to be a competition signing. I think he's going to push, just like we would like to see Dix push Woods. We need Canady to push Awuzie and Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown, just because we extended you, that means that you for sure need to step up majorly, because right there, bro. Right there. You're on the fringe. You're like, we don't know if he's going to break out and become better or if he's going to stay average. So right now is the perfect time to go ahead and let the nuts drop. We got Blake Bell. Before we get to Blake Bell, tell me that you guys didn't feel just a little bit betrayed, just a little bit maybe, about Jason Witten, going over to Oakland. I mean, Vegas, which is where this show is based out of, by the way. Vegas. Tell me that you guys didn't just feel a little bit betrayed, because I did. I was pissed the fuck off. I was like, you know what? I knew that you were on the back end of your career. You should have probably never came back last year. But Witten is one of my fucking all-time favorite players. He's a warrior. And I thought that he would at least take a back seat, be a player coach like Sean Lee's doing right now. Or he would retire and, solidify his place in the Hall of Fame, solidify his place within the Ring of Honor, because gosh damn, everybody knows that Jerry wants or / wanted. I don't even know what Jerry thinks now, but going to the Raiders really pissed me the fuck off. But with that being said, Blake Bell and Blake Jarwin, I'm liking it. I could see some potential 2 tight end sets. I could see one being a blocking tight end. I could see, of course, Jarwin's going to be going up the field now. We are becoming more and more of a passing team by the days that are going by. The way that we're acquiring, the way that we're doing stuff, I like it. It'll go ahead and put Jarwin on notice as well, because I'm sure that we're going to send Blake Bell up the field if he could block, and he could go ahead and, because he's been in the league a little bit longer than Jarwin. Man, I like it. Let's go ahead and see that competition, or let's go ahead and see both of them out there on the field, Sean Lee and Anthony Brown, they were both free agents. We brought them back. Sean Lee, thank you for everything that you've contributed to the team since you came in. You are very valuable, and I know that there's a 50-50 chance that LVE, I love you too, big boy. That neck, we don't know what's gonna happen with the neck. He's had the spinal issue. I think it's the narrowing of the spine when he came out of college. Spine's connected to the neck. I mean, you guys got to be nervous about that. I know that, they said it was just a nerve issue, but we don't know how serious that nerve issue was. We don't know how his body's going to react to the surgery. I want LVE to do great. I just, we all pray for that injury just to be like, it was just a little hiccup. But your body injury-wise always tells a story. That's just my opinion. Tells you if you keep going the way that you're going, and especially the way that he plays, then why do you think it took Sean Lee so long to play his first full season? His body went through the ringer before he was even able to have a full season, and even at that, it wasn't a true full season. He had to come in and replace LVE. Our linebackers need him, and I know that he's going to be a great player coach. LVE, come back strong, big boy. All right, because we're going to need you. And then Anthony Brown. Like I said, Anthony Brown. What can I say? He's right there on the cringe of deciding if he's going to be a great cornerback or if he's going to be a mediocre quarterback that gets beat during key moments or during key downs. Other than that, I like our off season. It's decent, you know, especially with the next subject I'm about to talk about, which is Dak. I mean, this is a lot of all these people that I just mentioned is like, this is as much as we can do before we start thinking about everything that's going on, you know, the major signings. We got, you know, of course we took care of Coop, but even Coop, you know, realized he wanted to be a Cowboy. That's why he took the deal that he did. It sounds big, it looks big, but it's not at all. It's like a 2-year deal. Dak Prescott, my boy. Got you tatted on me as well. We got so many rumors, so many rabbit holes that we could go down. I do not want to really talk about this because as a man and as somebody that loves the Cowboys, Dak, you go do what you need to do, bro. I don't have no qualms. I don't have no opinion just in me. But what I will say is that for all you guys out there saying that he doesn't deserve Mahomes money, he doesn't deserve this and this money, he doesn't deserve that and that, y'all can just shut the fuck up. Sorry for my language, but just shut up, because you guys have no idea of what this man has gone through, what he's done to get to this point, how many steps he's had to take and is still taking and progressing every year, even though the numbers might not show it. This is one thing I'll also say. You have to realize that this is called football. He is a major part of a football team. And I don't know if you guys understand the word team, but there's all these players that have to go out on the field with him, and he has to trust them. They have to trust him, and they have to perform. They have to do their job. And there's also a coach and an offensive coordinator that calls these plays. And all these players have to make these plays work. I'm telling you right now, man. Making a team, 53 men, whatever the case may be, making all these players work in conjunction, and then it's hard. I'm surprised that we did as good as we did last year, especially knowing that Jason Garrett, in my opinion, everybody gave up on him, and that's facts. You can see in the body language, you could see in the way that they performed during key moments. They were sending a message towards the front office. They were sending a message towards the head coach. They were sending a message to Jerry, letting him know, like, look, we're done. So I can't wait to see this next year, to tell you the truth. Let's just stay out of Dak's pockets until everything's figured out, guys, because we don't know. Is it a 4 or 5 year contract? You know, we don't know how much is going to be guaranteed. We don't know if it's front loaded or back loaded. We don't know how this is structured. We know that Jerry and his side, you know, the Cowboys side has, you know, they've leaked information. Dak hasn't leaked anything. We know that there's all these. We've been getting fucking force-fed so many different scenarios from the Cowboy side where Dak's side hasn't even really said nothing besides, hey, if they tag me, don't expect me at the Cowboys facility working out. More power to you, bro. Especially with this whole health crisis going on, this whole pandemic. I mean, you're probably not even going to be able to be there anyway. Whether you like Dak or not, you have to realize that Dak is going to be our quarterback for at least 4 years. 4, if not maybe a couple years more. We're talking about 4+ years. And just like all you guys, used to crucify Romo, or you guys used to criticize Romo, you're doing it. And I feel like I'm seeing comments that I'm seeing people talk about Dak like he's had a worse career than Romo, and he hasn't. Nobody even seems to bring up the part about, the team not having a full heart in last season. They played with no heart. They played with no desire. They played with no get up and go, no pep in their step. They didn't. And if you say that they did, maybe they did in certain situations when they just wanted to prove a point to themselves, which a lot of them did play for themselves. And you don't know how that affected the quarterback. You don't know how that affected the play calling. You don't know how that affected anybody. You're only strong as your weakest link. That's what I was taught. Got one weak link out there, and it's probably the one that's going to bring you down. All it takes is a little bit of controversy. All it takes is a little bit of, we don't want this coach here no more, guys. What the fuck? What are we going out here doing? Go, D-Law, come on now. Even though I do agree that D-Law should have been beating a lot of his double teams, but like I said, it all comes back to desire and want to, and how bad do you want it? They did not want it bad enough. They gave away the last game of the season. It was like a hot potato. Do you want to win this? Oh, okay, you don't want to win this. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to win it. Philly didn't even want that game. Philly knew they weren't gonna last in the playoffs. I mean, look at what happened to Wentz. But other than that, I think I'm done. Covered free agency and my opinions on that. Covered Dak a little bit. But yeah, let me go ahead and just wrap up real quick. I hope you guys, everybody out there during this pandemic, I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody's healthy. I hope everybody's staying inside. I hope everybody is doing good. We, us Cowboy fans, will get through it. All of us will get through it. Take your precautions. Stay safe. And go Cowboys for reals. I'm really over here more stressed out about if we gonna have a decent season than thinking about our moves and how we gonna do, what we gonna look like. I'm more concerned about, like, are we gonna have a good season? Are we gonna start on time? Like, am I gonna be able to go to training camp this year? It's looking more and more by the day that things are gonna be delayed for a while. So I mean, let's just pray that we might get some football this year. But like I said, Facebook page, we are going to be recording the videos from now on. We'll be going live off of Facebook. Big shout out to Zoe. Big shout out to all my hard hitters. Big shout out to everybody that's subscribing and supporting us. Love you guys. Hope everyone's doing good, and let's keep going. Let's just keep fighting. Let's keep doing what we have to do to make sure that this thing goes away and we can get back to our lives as soon as possible. God knows that I'm stuck with 2 sons that are 8 and 10, and they are rambunctious as hell, but I love them. But it's, let's just go ahead and do what we got to do so we can get back to work, y'all. Much love. Stay up, stay blessed, stay healthy, and Star stuff all day. Hard hitters. Sin City hard hitters, as a matter of fact. That's right, baby. Hitters. Shout out to Coach Daniel Vaquero. Shout out to Cali T. Shout out to all of the Cali mains. Shout out to all my hitters throughout the country. Shout out to everybody, man. I hope you guys are all doing good. I hope everyone's doing good. And we'll talk to y'all this Sunday.